here would like to reach goals faster? Raise your hand. Woo! Well, then I have someone that's going to help you do that. To do that, you really need radical influence, which I love that term. Radical influence would help you stand out, be heard, and be seen like never before. When you have radical influence, people listen to you, they respect you, they care about you, and they take your message to heart. Who would like a little more of that in your life? Absolutely. People will automatically crowd around you. They want to be part of your network. And most importantly, you attract other high-level influencers who connect you with people that you need to know, that you help them bring their dreams to come true. So Jill Lublin, a dear friend, so excited and thrilled that she's a friend, is an international speaker on the topics of publicity, referrals, and networking. As author of her best-selling books, Get Noticed, Get Referrals, and co-author of bestseller books, Guerrilla Publicity and Networking, right here. Jill is a master strategist on how to capture the attention of the media and increase your visibility in the marketplace. Who could use a little more visibility in the marketplace? That's right. Her next book, which I love the title, is Profit of Kindness. I love that. She teaches publicity crash courses in the Bay Area and the nationwide, as well as online. Welcome the priestess of publicity and promotion, Jill Lublin.
So many of you know me as a priestess of promotion. It's my new tagline. You like that? Yeah. Me too. Thank you. What I want to confess is that I'm also a magician. Yes, that's actually what makes me good at what I do. My intuition, my magic. So I brought my magic wand today. Come by, it'll be great fun. I'm sure we'll have many things to create with you. And mostly what I want to give to you today is PR magic. Are you ready for some PR magic? Good. Because I want to share with you in this time some powerful tools that will support you with your publicity, with getting your word out. You know, Rebecca said something really interesting earlier, and I want to address it now. And that is, who feels that they're a best kept secret? Raise your hand. Yeah. Yeah. Can I just tell you? It's nothing to brag about, okay? Please don't be bragging about this. So I want to give you some ways that you can be a person who goes out there with some blessings, real blessings. Because point yourself now and say, I am a messenger. You are messengers, and messengers need to get their word out. And publicity is one of the primary marketing strategies that will support you to get more increased visibility. Who would like more of that? Thank you. How about increasing your products, your profits, right? Would that be good? How about more customers? Would that be good? Yes. So that's what I want to share with you today is the power of publicity so that each one of you can take your message out and really impact the world. Good? Okay, so I want to share with you a really powerful formula. This comes out of my publicity course. Who's actually been in my publicity course? Let me see the hands. Give me a woohoo! We do the wands in the course, don't we? Right? Yes? Oh, yes. I should start selling these things. I'm telling you, I could make a fortune. But that's another kind of revenue. So what we're talking about is taking a formula so that other people understand who you are. In fact, interestingly enough, look at the word message. Write it down, those of you who have a pen. I know you have those beautiful flower pens. Look at the word message. And by the way, if I had a platform, this would be it, my soapbox that I would stand up on, because you must have a platform. You know, for 17 years, I've been helping authors get book deals. I was blessed this time to take Kin over there, and Kimmy and Marcy, all raise your hands, and Elizabeth, yes, with the Messages That Matter book, and actually represent you at Book Expo, right? And then I help people who already have books get represented at international book fairs and get foreign rights deals. And here's the thing that's always consistent when I'm pitching, and can we get off, you know, being scared of that word? Because who's selling something? Yeah, you all are, right? And the truth is you're frankly selling yourself, your products, your services. People love that, and they love you, and they want part of you. For me, it's your gift that you give to others, right? When you make offers, when you present your message, that's what you're really presenting. And in these 17 years of presenting to publishers and agents and helping people with foreign rights deals, here's what's interesting. They always want to know, what's your platform like? Who are you? Why should people care? Write that question down. What makes people care about your message? In fact, interestingly enough, look at the word message. Check it out. Circle the first 2 letters. What's it spell? What's the last 4 letters spell? Sage. What do those 2 words say? With me, please. Me, sage. Say that again. Me, sage. Diane, I love what you just put your hand on your heart because you let that sink in, didn't you? Yes. What's a sage?
A wise teacher.
A wise one. Are you wise? Yes. Raise your hand if you're wise. You wouldn't be smart. You're smart enough to be in this room, to invest in yourself, your time, your energy, your money, your resources, because that's all we got every day, right? And all of you are here today saying yes to that. So I congratulate you. And really, it's about blessing others with your, what's the M word? Message. Me too. Yes, me. I like me. Yes, absolutely bless them with you. So I love that, right? We always want to be blessing people with your message. In fact, when we're going out blessing each other, I want you to think about this and say this after me. I am a blessing. Say it with me. I am a blessing. Turn to your partner or your neighbor and say, you are a blessing. Now, let's all say it together as a we. We are a blessing. We are a blessing. Absolutely. That's the power of publicity, my friends. Yes. Now, let me share with you a really wonderful formula for when you're out and what to say. Because, you know, I'm a very spiritual being and I'm also a very practical businesswoman. And I'm going to tell you, you need both in today's world, right? Amen, sisters and brothers, right? You need both. And what I know in working with thousands of people is that it's all about your message. What's it all about? Your message, exactly. So here's the formula, very simple. You ready? Because here's what I want you to do. I want you to give it in 5-year-old language. How old? 5. That means that when people meet you, you easily tell them in words that are concise and precise. What are the words? Concise and precise. The ways that they will remember you. So what the media cares about is the problem today. I'm going to come down and be with some of you. The problem today is, that's what the media cares about. Like, really, why should they be talking about you, right? And Ruby, what is it about what you're doing with the women that's going to make such a difference for so many others? So we got to be thinking about what is it in your message that has other people talking. Kimmy, you've been in my courses. We're working together now. I'm so blessed by that. It's all about relationships, right? Aren't relationships the cornerstone of everything? Yes, and when we talked about the message, it was about the disruption about relationships and the problem of relationships, right? What was the statistic? Do you remember?
80 to 90% of relationship problems stem from misunderstandings between men and women.
Thank you. Now, is that a powerful message? Very simple. That's what I want you to think about. How can you make your message simple? And here's the other thing. I want you to use you language. So, Gail, when you are talking, Cynthia feels like you're talking to her. Use you language, because you language is what makes other people feel closer to you, Ken. And you got a wonderful book on dementia, right? And what do we find out? That how many seniors are suffering, or how many people are suffering from dementia?
1/3 of the seniors suffer from dementia.
Yes. 1/3 of seniors suffer from dementia. Do you think that's a problem we need to be addressing? He helps people dance it away. Don't you love that? Dancing fitness. Isn't that beautiful? So think about that. Like, how could we be promoting what you're doing so that other people are affected and impacted by you? Had a beautiful skin that you do, been so blessed to have facials by you. And what kind of people are suffering from skin problems? Do you remember?
At least 70%.
70% are suffering from skin problems. This is what I want you to be thinking about right now. The problem today is, and then fill it in, just like I've been doing with each one of these folks. How can what you do help others? The problem today is. And then give solutions. Like, what are 3 solutions that you would offer, 3 beautiful solutions that you would offer for others to be helped? Okay, so here's the deal with this. Keep it simple, give good advice, and tell people what to do. This is the fun part. You get to be an expert. And can I just share a little tidbit with you? This is a script. I want you to have a script. Some days are better than others, right? Sonia, yeah? All right, so you gotta have a script, right? You gotta know what to say, especially to media interviews, because media interviews will be 4 to 6 minutes long. Check it out, right? 4 to 6 minutes. By the way, have you all gotten my handouts? Because I want you to take some peek at, like they're talking about testimonials. Look at that small purple postcard. And I want impact when people are talking to you. Like, I realized I was working with some really beautiful major people, like Marcy Shimoff wrote a great book called Happy for No Reason. You ever heard of that? Yeah, well, I helped her with her story and formulate her message. And then I realized one day I never used her name. I'm like, Marcy, can I use your name? Yeah, she actually wrote that testimonial for me. And I'm like, well, guess what, girlfriend? It's no longer a secret that you're working with me, right? Don't keep yourselves secret. So when Rebecca asked for these testimonials, ways to get your word out there, show up and do it. Now I'm going to tell you what my script is. You ready? Say, I'm ready, Jill. I'm ready, Jill. You know, the problem today is 4 out of 5 businesses will go out of business because they have no clue how to create publicity without spending a fortune. Julie, I want to share 3 guerrilla publicity tips with you today. Notice the you language? Do you feel closer to me if I use you language?
Oh, absolutely.
Right. It makes a big difference, doesn't it? So I want to share 3 guerrilla publicity tips with you today for how to get your message in the media. The first way to get noticed is to create your ooh, ah factor. The second way is to create the, Cindy, I've heard of you somewhere syndrome. And the third way is to focus on networking magic and show up in your communities at least twice a month for name and face recognition. That's it, my friends, 12 seconds, right? And on the clock with most media interviews, how long do you have? 4 to 6 minutes. You know, I've had relationships that last longer than that. So we got to go fast, focused, and in. But you notice I didn't go so fast you couldn't understand or hear it. What did I do in my message? And if you've been in my publicity course, who's been in there? Thank you. You can't say. But what did I do in my message? You guys tell me. Share with me. What did I do? Identify the problem. Yes, thank you. I identified the problem. What's your name? I'm sorry. I'm Margaret. Hello, Margaret. Thank you. Sonia? Gave 3, oh my gosh, I'm following my own advice? That's really good. What else? Thank you. Perfect. Well, let me just tell you, just for time's sake, because we've got shorter time together today. Here's what I did. Are you ready? Say, I'm ready, Jill. I used every book title in my solution, in my problem and in the solution. And I'm going to tell you something. I've done this in front of thousands of people, and you know what's interesting? Hardly anyone notices. Because I want you to be elegant with it. I want you to be graceful with it. I want you to be simple with it. But here's the deal. You don't have to have written a book to do this. I want you to put your coaching programs in there, your consulting programs in there, the names of your companies, right? And put it in so that people can hear it and or unconsciously get it. I said I'm going to share 3 guerrilla publicity tips today for how to get your message in the media. Who has a product in the room? Let me see my product people. Excellent. Keep your hands up. Who has a book in the room? Let me see my book people. Oh, excellent. Congratulations. Where am I holding my product? At my face. And here's what you're not going to do, please, with your product or your book or whatever. Don't go like this. What's that feel like? Anxious. Please don't go like this. What's that feel like? Yes, you're hiding it. The energy goes down, and also you're looking at the wrong place, if you know what I'm saying, right? Then I said, I'm going to give you 3 guerrilla publicity tips, right? The first one, to get noticed. This is my book on McGraw-Hill about getting referrals. Yeah, the way to get noticed. Don't even have to use the whole book title. We just want to get people in. And then focus on what? Networking magic, and show up in your communities at least twice a month for name and face recognition. And that, my friends, is a script. Imagine having a script. By the way, all the books are over here, so please feel free to visit. But imagine having a script so that you don't have to think about it, right? You don't have to figure it out. Now, who's got at least one great solution that they can share and an expert message that you want to get out? Who's got one? Thank you, Elizabeth. I see you, and a privilege to always work with you again. So, Elizabeth, what's the problem today?
The problem today is that so many speakers get up and they make speeches and they don't get the results they need. Basically, they don't get the sales they need. As a speaker trainer, I have a program called Mastering Your Signature Speech. Here
are 3 things that you can do.
Okay. So I have to tell you that this has evolved, and that Jill walked past me one day and gave me the perfect ending. So the end of this comes from Jill off the top of her head as she was walking past.
That's my gift.
What I do is help you master a signature speech that sells.
Okay, wait, I'm going to stop you. So remember in the course how we do this part about here are 3 things that you can do. Okay. That's what I want. Okay.
So here are 3 things that you can do. Master a signature speech that sells.
Wait, that's the name of her program. Did you catch that? I mean, you wouldn't normally get that, but she just gave you the hint. But that was nice, easy, simple. Go ahead, what would be number 2?
Take your show on the road by learning how to get booked as a speaker. Good. And learn to present yourself go from being a talking head into being a superstar presenter.
Excellent, and what she did is weave many things right into. All right, give her a hand. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. Who else wants to try it? Who else wants to try it? Come on. Thank you, Kimmy. All right, what is the problem today?
The problem today is that 80 to 90% of relationship problems come from men and women not understanding each other.
Good, yes.
So,
as a relationship navigation expert.
So as a relationship navigation specialist, I want to give you 3 tips for successfully navigating relationships. Number 1, don't assume that you know what your partner's saying and that you understand them. Number 2, assume instead that you don't understand them and that they have a unique way of experiencing the world. And number 3, curious beats furious.
And stop there, remember that. Curious beats furious, because that's called a sound bite. Sound bite, bite of sound, isn't that a fun word? Now, Kimmy, did we get that down, concise, clear? Because God bless her, and she's fabulous. She was going on too much. Anyone, by the way, ever do that? Come on, raise your hand, I want to see you. I'm raising my hand, we all do it, right? Thank you, Kimmy. Give her a hand. Give Elizabeth a hand, yes. And part of what we want to do is create a message that works in a way that's simple and focused. By the way, in the handouts, I've also given you some great media tips direct from Guerrilla Publicity for how to get your word out and how to create simple, easy, accessible sound bites, right? Easy, accessible sound bites. Now, I want to give you 2 great free resources for how to get your word out there. One of them is to use PR Web Direct, prwebdirect.com. It helps you get press releases out. And the other one is HARO, helpareporterout.com. helpareporterout.com, also to get you the resources you need, to get you the media that wants to hear about you. Because, Nicole, does your message matter? Yes, please. Could you please say, I am a blessing? I am a blessing. Could you please turn to your neighbor and say, you are a blessing? You are a blessing. Could we please put our hands over our heart and say, we are a blessing? We are a blessing. Thank you, everyone. And I want you to know that your message matters. Thank you.
Are you a speaker looking to reach more people with your message? You have a global vision that you want to touch the world and make a global difference. If so, I have an amazing opportunity for you. It's called the Speaker Talent Search. Again, that's the speakertalentsearch.com. You'll find all the details, but here are the highlights. With one application process, you get clarity on your message. You get to fine-tune how you want to reach the world. Then you'll have everything ready in one place for the opportunities when they come. Second, we select you as a finalist. You get to come in and audition with a 7-minute audition, open up the door to hundreds of speaking opportunities. I hope you lean in. I hope you say yes. We would love to hear your message. Help you touch the world powerfully. Again, that's the speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your powerful message.